Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, All Day Bets. Alex Jacobs, Manny, Ruffin, taking you into this lovely weekend. It is getting a little bit warmer here outside the city of brotherly love.
Fucking Jake Knapp just shot a 59, by the way.
Crazy, dude.
I forgot to ask you about that.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
Arguably might be the smoothest swing on the PGA Tour.
He hates his swing. Is that like a golfer thing? Like, do you not like your swing?
I feel like you have to like it.
Really? I hate my swing low key, but I'm ass, so it's like
if you're
I'm
like
not nice, so
he's on the tour,
no
you should like it. Also, he put his name on the back. He put his name on the map with his swing.
Yeah.
So like you should enjoy it.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to. Maybe he always wanted to like have a Brooks explosive athletic swing, and he couldn't handle it. So now he's like salty. Cause I seen Brooksy swing. They did a little compilation. I think that motherfucker in the batter's box. That motherfucker.
I mean, that's also like DeChambeau too. He swings the shit out
Hell
of that
yeah,
thing.
bro. I was like, what the? Nat's probably like, man, I want to be able to swing hard, man. Fuck.
Thursday, I did have the Timberwolves money line in LA against the Lakers. Ant gets kicked out of the game.
That is so fucked. By the way, 18 points when he got ejected. Got his first technical was a little. Maybe he should have been chilling, but the second technical, I was like, damn, but then he's going to throw the ball into the stands. So then I can't defend you. I was trying to defend Cuz, and I'm like, damn, I see you throw the ball in the stands. But yeah, if you had Ant points or anything like that, Minnesota money line too, that sucks. But I feel like the Ant props was really drawn. Because the funny thing is, I'm watching the game, bro, and it's like, bro, it's like 12-15. I'm like, damn, like I'm trying to go to bed. And then Timberwolves cut to 3. Terrence Shannon was going off, had like 25 points. It was a weird game, bro. That was a weird-ass game. I want to shout out to Wardell Curry, though.
12 of them bitches.
Bro, this motherfucker is 37 years old, bro, and still doing it. And it made me think, watching the game, because I had my boy texting me on the mini game. He was like, it was Ty. Ty was like, I'm not going to do it, but for some reason, I feel like Minnesota might be a good bet tonight. And then I responded. I was like, I feel the same way, but I hate betting against teams that are in a honeymoon phase. Because I told him, I was like, I would have usually always bet Orlando in the situation. They just lost by 50 at home to the Cavs. Got the Warriors coming in from the West Coast, flying over to Florida. Like, perfect spot to take the Magic, but it's a honeymoon phase. And it's like, not everyone even play well. Just Wardell had 50, bro. Like, it's nothing you can do about that. Imagine you was holding, bro, if you had Magic plus 4.5, first half, I think the Magic was leading. Bro, the Warriors went on a 30-9 run in the third quarter. Steph had 22. Like, watching that would have to be demoralizing, bro. Absolutely demoralizing. But on that game, too, I found some money props, by the way. So, first one. Got to take a look at Jimmy Butler's assist. He's hit it every single game except for the first one. I took it last night. So, you usually get 4.5, but last night it was like minus 150. So, I took the 6+ at plus money. Hit. He's hit that legit. He's hit 5 or 6 in every single game but the first. And then another one, too. Luka rebound and assist. People have been trying to target his points, his threes. Luka rebound and assist might be a money play. But then also last night, I don't know if you watched the Flyers game on the painful ways to lose a bet. But I took the Flyers money line. I saw, short line to Curry playing the Penguins. I love betting that type of situation. I'm watching the game, half watching it. Flyers go up 3-0. All right, go back to the basketball games. Fuck it. Bro, I see they tied in third. We going to OT. I tune in at the right time of OT. Flyers going to puck to their zone, turn it over. 2-on-2 in their zone. I don't know who. Someone tried to go block the shot. Malkin scores. I'm sitting there just the way you said it.
In silence.
It was just 3-0, bro. And I didn't get to watch the whole comeback, so it wasn't as painful. But, like, yeah, I felt you on that when you just sit there and watch the TV in silence. I was sitting there like, yeah, my night was just fucked.
They're just celebrating on the boards, and you're like,
what the fuck?
Talk about a collapse. So it goes to the point. Back to like that big conversation about baseball being the toughest, most painful, way to lose. Hockey's right up there.
Hockey's right there, bro. Hockey's right there. And basketball has support. Bro, watching Ant get ejected is like, how? Like, why are you ejected Ant in this game? And watching Curry go for 22 in the third quarter when you have control of the game if you're a Magic bettor, How? Like, just cut me some slack, bro, so I can feel some of y'all in the comments, man. Last night was kind of crazy. Oh, and Zion. Shout out Zion Williamson. If you had, I don't think nobody took Zion triple-double, but plus 2,200, got his first career triple-double. Shout out to you, Zion.
I still don't understand that. First career triple-double, and you're offering it at plus 2,200? That has to be more than that. What are we talking about? I can't believe that.
It's Zion, though. I feel like it was Zion. Like, the assist is in question, but, like, you feel like he'd get the rebounds on a good night. His double-double was plus 310. And his triple double was plus 2,200. I guess a little, yeah.
I feel like I'd like to see that at like plus 3,000.
They don't like us no more. You know what I'm saying?
Josh Hart ruined triple double. I shouldn't say that. Russell Westbrook ruined triple double.
And Jokic.
And yeah,
because he had one last night too, bro. He's going crazy, and I seen he's leading the MVP ladder right now, which you can make a strong argument that Joker is the MVP, man. What he's been doing is not getting talked about enough for a guy that got drafted in the second round and it wasn't even televised that he got picked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't know what it is, man. And we can get into we'll get into it later with the talk, but I feel like he's fallen victim to the same Tatum thing. Where it's like, oh, he's boring. He treats the NBA like his job. Like, bro, appreciate the game this motherfucker has. He's doing shit that we've never seen before, bro. Shout out to Jokic, man. He was going crazy last night, bro.
And just on the Warriors, too. I mean, since Butler got traded there, they're 7-1.
Hey, remember when I said on the show they was plus 1,700? They are plus 1,100. And that was before the game last night.
Well, when you were talking about the Lakers at plus 800 to win the West, one of the comments was, why not the Warriors? What about the Warriors?
Yeah, I wish, it probably would have been a good reply, John, when I was like talking about the Warriors. Because I was on them too, bro. I think the Warriors, if you take the Warriors at plus 1,100, 1,700, whatever you get them at, I love it, bro.
The Mavericks came out with a statement about Luka.
Yeah, these guys are insane.
This is from Bleacher Report. Mavs had a, quote, issue with Luka's taste for beer and hookah and felt his health history would likely lead to catastrophe in the next 5 years.
That's insane,
per Sam Amick. And then obviously like the pictures of him drinking the beer. So
that's insane.
Now it begs the question about that story and that clip when the beer was pulled from him. Because then it's less about we're not letting him. A lot of it was like, why don't you let him celebrate? Mm-hmm. Now it's more like, oh, they were pulling it because he likes beer. Come on, dude. Like, he's like, what, 25, 26?
Even that, though, like, bruh, I'm going to say, like, like Nico Harrison, people around Nico Harrison age, people around Mark Cuban age. Bro, y'all GOAT was on the golf course 6 hours for a game, drinking and smoking cigars and then going to drop 50 so what's the problem? Bro, I be hearing old heads celebrate Jordan for that reason, but then Luka can't do it? Like, and I feel like it's like a new age health thing, bro. Like, I don't think beer and hookah is going to make Luka. Obviously, you could think, yeah, sometimes he don't be in shape and all that, but like if what he was doing last year in the finals hurt, if he was drinking beer, how you have a problem with, like, I don't understand the problem with that, bro. Maybe because we young and we just like drinking and we like hitting the hood, we like doing and shit like that. But I'm like, bro, what's wrong with Luka enjoying himself, man? I feel like the more you let a player enjoy himself, the more you can feel comfortable in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him get out of hand, but yeah, I feel like that's a little out of pocket, bro. And I think JJ, JJ and Bron sip they wine, so they probably don't give a fuck. They probably like, all right, Luka, maybe no beer, but come sip wine with me at the Bronny residence. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's gonna be funny when we continue to see him balling out in LA, and then it's like, oh, so you said I can't have beer? You said I am it's gonna lead to a catastrophe in the next 5 years? Okay, watch.
Y'all putting a lot of pressure on your own Mavs team to perform too, which I think they will. But like shit like this is just, I feel like put more pressure.
I mean, Kyrie had 23 points in the second half in that game, finished with 35. In that Lakers Mavs game.
Talk about it, bro. He's insane, dog. I don't think we can talk about it now, but people are saying after the game that Curry had last night that Curry might be more skilled than Kyrie. Do you feel a way about that?
I mean, are they talking based on shooting? Like,
just skill, just like skill. You know how people always say like Kyrie is the most skilled player of all time. Like people are just saying like just pure skill.
I'd probably say Kyrie has more pure skill.
It's hard, bro. It's so hard, bro. I feel like that's a hard conversation. I would want to lean Kyrie, but seeing the shit that Steph do with his handle, how you move, like, I don't know. It's a hard conversation, bro. I would let TikTok figure that out for themselves.
56 and 12 threes.
Bro, you know, at 37 years old, 36 years old, what's wrong with that man, bro? Like, what is wrong with that man?
I guess this would be a good point to say, like, PK PK Subban, did you happen to see Steph Curry with 56?
Paolo had 40, and the game was close, and they was playing defense. Did you not see how many was playing last night without they star on the floor?
What did LeBron? What was his stat line? Didn't he have like 33 and 17 yesterday?
33-17.
Like, come on,
bro. Thank God you said that because you got to give me 1 second because I was talking about it on the one show, but it was like LeBron in February, and bro. Because he was saying that we don't care. We don't care how long you play, right? Well, do we not care how long you play? If in year 17, 18, not 17, in year 20-something season, you got 33, 17, and 6 on 11 and 21. And then in February, you averaging 29, 10, 7 on 55%, 45 from 3. Can I say it again? LeBron James at the age of whatever the fuck, 40-something, grandpa age. In February, averaging 29 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists on 55% from the field and 45% from 3. You sure you want guys to only give you 10 years if he can still do this in year 20? Like, I don't know, bro. You need to go talk about McKinnon being the points leader or something, bro. Go talk about fucking Matt Ray or something, bro. Like, leave us alone, man. God damn, dog.
It's still a conversation that should still be had, and Halliburton was on the McAfee show yesterday, and part of that conversation was about that.
Hallie's been hooping, too. Like, he was getting a little hate training. He's been hooping lately.
And, I mean, they led with he had, something going on with his groin, and he played through it, and McAfee was trying to
and won playoff series last year.
Right.
At nowhere near 100%, bro.
At least McAfee's point was he was trying to get him to go into PK. And what he did say is, I kind of liked what he said. He was like, well, everybody can just hop on the mics and talk about our game like that. It's more of like the fun thing to do right now is to hate the NBA. That was his quote.
I just don't think most people that are talking about it really pay attention, bro. Like, I don't know. It's hard for me to say people don't play injured. We're seeing some of the shit that I see in the NBA, bro.
We had a huge win on DraftKings.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The largest jackpot in U.S. iGaming history has hit on DraftKings Casino. A very lucky player in Michigan hit a jackpot of over $9.2 million while playing Irish Potluck. That's a slot machine there. It was a 20-cent bet. All right. I guess I'm going to retire.
What do you do after that?
You got to know half of that's going to be taxed.
What do you do?
And you walk away with 4 or 5 million? I'm good, brother.
Are you hitting the group chat?
That's a great question.
Are you hitting the group chat after that? Not saying that they're going to do nothing to you, but like I don't even know what I would do, bro. Like I'm just like
my phone would shut down. I would get excited first, but I wouldn't really feel it until I open my bank account and there's like 4 or 5 M's just sitting in there. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? How many people you think are running their play slots right now?
I mean,
OD.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Because that's, I mean,
DraftKings is going to win that shit back today.
It's probably already won it back.
That's
bro.
a great
Bo.
Bo
went in and throwing 20 bands on his slot. Oh, the slots is hot. Oh, okay. Ooh, remember Bo's theory? I know y'all don't like Bo, but remember he was saying about the stock market. When the stock market is down or something, you can hit the slots, and then when the stock market is up, I forget what the theory was, but is the stock market down right now?
He had his theory on Bovada too. He was able to figure out the Bovada slots. Like that's crazy.
Maybe you guys start fucking with the slot. Shout out to bro though. Keep yourself low profile. I'm glad we don't got no at. We don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Keep yourself low profile, bro. Good for you, Dan.
That's just insane.
It's insane.
9.2 milli. DraftKings is gonna get that back, and then more on Bleacher Report too. This is one of the cooler things. We gotta just take a look at this. Sports in 2016. Let's take a look back.
Alive.
Shout out Bleacher Report. The 73-9 Warriors. Kobe dropped 60 in his last game. Bron takes it home. Blocked by James. They win against the 3-1 comeback Warriors. And then let's also not forget the AG Zach LaVine slam dunk comp. I mean, we're getting to see it again with Mac. Well, unbelievable there. And then the UConn women 4-peats. That's crazy. Unbelievable. 2016. The Chris Jenkins shot for Nova.
Dog.
Oh, my God.
That was a hell of a game, too. And then, bro, that Final Four, bro, that was Buddy Hield's Oklahoma team they played. Bro, that was a crazy time.
Candace Parker won first championship.
Shout out CP.
And then over to the NFL. MVP season from Cam Newton.
Man.
They lose in the Super Bowl to Peyton Manning, who then retires. Alabama gets the natty chip.
Wasn't that over Deshaun Watson?
I believe it was.
What a time.
Clemson, I think.
Well, I think that was over Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I think I do remember that. Lamar Jackson wins the Heisman.
The start of the Stan train for me.
And then over to the baseball diamond. The Cubs win the World Series for the first time in 108 years.
That was a hell of a series too. Didn't Cleveland almost come back from 3-1? Wasn't it 3-1?
Yep.
And they almost came, that was a hell of a series too, bro.
We will see you tomorrow night.
Lindor was on Cleveland. Holy fuck.
And then the Olympics. One of the best athletes of all time, Michael Phelps, his 23rd gold medal. Usain Bolt triple. For those that don't know what that means, that's winning the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x1 relay at 3 consecutive Olympic Games.
That's not even real, bro.
That is insane.
That's not even real.
Put some respect on that. That is absolutely insane. Simone Biles, 4 golds. This was just the beginning of an insane career from Simone Biles, and then Leicester with the winning the Premier League.
Jamie Vardy. Bro, Jamie Vardy was him, but if you were really tapped in at that point in time and you played FIFA, bro, Riyad Mahrez on FIFA 16, and when you came down the right side of the pitch, cut inside, top of the box, left shot, time finesse with Riyad Mahrez during that time was legendary. Shout out to Leicester City. We'll never forget y'all, bro. We'll never forget y'all. And Jamie Vardy's still doing it.
And shout out to sports in 2016. I don't know what made them want to look back at that. That was a tweet that was from Thursday night. I'm surprised that Bleacher Report went to posting all these things, but what a crazy time that was.
Might not ever see something like that again.
We will never see something like that again. You saw, Draymond Green talking about 2015, 2019 being the best caliber of basketball.
I'm not I don't do the I haven't done my research and compare it to era to era, but bro, 2015 and 2019 basketball was actually crazy because that was Steph's first chip. I think in that run too, obviously you had the 3-1 comeback. That's when the Warriors came back down 3-1. KD and Russ were still on OKC. That was crazy. Game 6 Clay. Then you got there was that 2-year time period when the Cavs versus Warriors was the super team matchup, the Christmas Day matchups, bro. There was 2 teams were under a huge microscope. Then you had the 2019 finals when Kawhi and them won. That playoff series with the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? Bro, that was a crazy era for I can't, I'm not ready to compare it to other eras. I don't know if I'm going to say it's the best, but that was, looking back, I do get nostalgic about that era, but that shit was crazy.
And then over to the NFL, just had to take a brief look at what Diana Rossini was talking about today with
What was she talking about?
Stafford and the Raiders and Giants potentially making a move. And it just brings up a discussion for that. Whereas it was 2 hours ago. Here it is. The Rams, this is from Diana Rossini. The Rams are set to meet with Matthew Stafford at their facility in person today. That's Thursday. Regarding his future, per sources, the Raiders and Giants have discussed a 2-year contract for Stafford that includes $90 to $100 million guaranteed. Obviously, that's what he's looking for. It's only 6 or 7 guaranteed that he has left on his contract with the Rams. But it then raises the question, as the combine's going on this weekend, what that will mean for the Giants and or the Raiders if one of those 2 teams makes a move there. Do you still draft a quarterback? Do you look to trade down, get some more stock? That's kind of the things that I'm thinking. I'm a little worried if that does happen, that they would do that, because I would still say if you're at 3 and either Cam or Sanders is there, you take one of them. I looked in a lot of mock drafts, and most of these guys have Giants taking Cam at 3. And then we'll see. You have the Abdul Carter news.
I seen Caps Off put out a little Instagram post when they were saying, I don't know how true it was, but I would believe it, that Aaron Rodgers had interest in going to the Rams and bringing Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that
I would fuck with that, bro.
That's what's been discussed. If Stafford leaves, do you bring Rodgers over to L.A.?
Shit, you know me, how I feel about Rodgers. I'm bringing Rodgers anywhere, bro. I know Jets fans don't want to hear that.
It would make sense, though, if, to the point about Devontae Adams, you lose Cooper Kupp, you bring in Devontae Adams, you still have Puka there, and then you still have
Kyron.
You still got your 1 and 2 receivers again.
Got a great young D line. I would love Rodgers in L.A., but you know how they feel about Rodgers right now. I still love Rodgers, though. That's my guy. He a nut, though. He a little knucklehead, but that's my guy.
Yeah, so I'm just very eager
That
to
Stafford,
see.
that Stafford situation is going to shake up a lot of shit in the league, though, about what other teams are going to be doing and shit, though. It's very interesting to keep track of. No cap.
All right, over to Colin Cowherd. This is always just a fun guy. Let's just take a look at this clip from Colin Cowherd talking a little bit more about the Jason Tatum situation and kind of the things that we were talking about last week based on, he doesn't get enough love and, he's hated on more than he's loved. Let's take a listen to Colin here.
Just think about this. Close your eyes unless you're driving and listening on radio.
All right, let's close our eyes.
Let's close our eyes.
Okay, I'm listening.
Close our eyes. Think about Magic Johnson.
Thinking.
You can see the smile.
Overhead pass.
Think about Michael. You can see that cocky grin.
Over Craig Elam.
Think about LeBron. You can see the imagery. Pre-game, chalk. You can close your eyes and there's images with stars.
Yep.
Close your eyes now and do it with Tatum.
I
I don't see anything.
What are you talking about?
26 a night? I don't see anything.
So you want me to tell you what I see? No bullshit. As a Sixers fan, you want to know what I see? I see 2023 playoffs, Game 6 in Philly. Can close the series out. Tatum's having a horrible night. I think he had 16 straight or 16 points in the fourth. I'm seeing in my head sidestep 3 after sidestep 3, taking us back to Boston and then dropping 50 on us in Boston, embracing Embiid with a smile on his face saying, I just did it to y'all again. Pause. No Diddy. But I'm like, maybe it's because I'm a Sixers fan and I've watched Tatum do what's crazy so many playoff series that my mind just instantly goes to that, bro. Time after time again, he's answered the bell in the playoffs. Maybe I'm just a biased Sixers fan that's got sent home by the Celtics too many years. But every time when I think about Jason Tatum, I think about him sending the Sixers home and clutch performance after clutch performance, putting up 30, putting up 40, putting up 50, and breaking a Game 7 point record. That's what I think of. But maybe I'm drinking the Kool-Aid too much for Tatum. Y'all know, maybe it's a little shameless as a Sixers fan too, but Tatum got moments for me that I think of off the bat when you bring up his name.
I don't think we should throw that much shade of saying I don't see anything.
Also, too, I saw people making a point. You see who you comparing him to? Is that not proving Tatum's point?
Yeah.
You brought up Magic,
Yeah,
Bron,
that's a great point.
Jordan, and you put them in not the same breath, but you know what I'm saying? You comparing them to them. So is that not proving Tatum's point at 26 years old? How many conversations was those guys in at 26 years old?
Well, the one thing
Jordan didn't have a championship yet at 26 years old.
The one thing I said was
Bron didn't have a championship yet at 26 years old.
we read that resume and comments was talking about the resume, and I'm like, I don't think the resume is talked about enough.
No, it's not.
I don't really hear much about Jason Tatum's resume, and then we read it, and when you hear it, it's like,
That's insane.
wow, damn.
That's insane.
But we it's almost surprising to hear all that stuff because we just don't hear it enough.
Exactly.
I don't. That's what I don't understand.
I don't know what it is, man. Maybe
People say it's because he plays for the Celtics, but that's just a cop out. That's bullshit.
that's a hell of a cop out, bro. Because they're gonna do it with anybody. But I don't know what it is, man. I'm trying to put my finger on it. Maybe it's because I played with basketball players that didn't have hell of a the rambunctious personality, but still gave you 40. I just appreciate people that can hoop, bro. And I just feel like Tatum's one of those. He's not like anybody else, bro. He could really just hoop, man. I don't know. So we talk about Tatum all year, bro. But that kind of pissed me off.
Paul George says he plans to take a break from the podcast and help the Sixers get into a playoff run as they continue their losing streak.
That shit ain't happening, but I appreciate it.
I don't. I mean, I kind of like this conversation just because I think it's unfair that, I feel like he's reading into the comment sections a little bit too much, being like, go help the team, stop podcasting, this, that, and the other. Micah Parsons gets that also, too. That's another one, if we're talking sport by sport. And then Kendrick Perkins wants to weigh in on this conversation with the Knicks, who the past 2 seasons has been one of the biggest backers of the New York Knicks.
Facts.
And then wants to find some type of leverage to say that he's, I guess, quote unquote, a neutral, analyst, a neutral broadcaster. So here's his clip talking about Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart taking a break from their podcast.
Paul George is not the only person that should be, taking a break from podcasting during the basketball season. I feel like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart as well need to take a break, because if you're trying to go out there and honestly compete for an NBA championship, that should be your only goal. Anything else outside of that is a distraction, right? I wish I would have walked in the 2008 locker room talking about I'm podcasting through the season, or anybody
2008
else would have been smoking furniture moving around there. So
We're 17 years
guys
later.
need to keep the
We're
main
17
thing
years
the
later.
main thing. And when you have an opportunity to win a championship, keep the main thing the main thing. Everything else can wait.
Shout out Jalen Hurts. Look at him. But yo, I don't. So like, this is what I don't understand, right? Just from, because I have examples, but just looking at it from like just a regular sense, outside in. They do one episode a week, okay, and it's like 1 hour, 2 hours, okay. How is 1 hour a week taking away from anything?
It's not like they're editing it. Like,
taking away from anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? And plus we've already seen people do it. No one. Travis Kelce did a podcast the entire season, won a championship.
well, why is that not talked about?
Draymond Green in his second season doing a podcast did a podcast the entire season. Their reactions after every playoff game, they won a championship. I don't understand why people think it can't be done and why you can't focus on two things. Draymond Green and Travis Kelce are two major leaders of the locker room, by the way, doing podcasts every single week, and then they won a championship. I feel like this is one of them things where, like, I think probably because what are we, Gen Z? Is that what we are? We're Gen Z. Maybe because we're Gen Z, we can just see that it's not that difficult to do and keep doing things at the same time. But, like, I feel like the older people got it. It's not as much a distraction as y'all think it is, bro. You just literally sit down and talk for an hour a week, bro, and keep it pushing. Like, they probably have other people editing it, other people clipping it up, other people pushing it. They probably don't run no Twitter pages. They probably literally just go to practice one day, come home, shower, sit down. They producers probably give them the fucking Google Doc of what they're going to talk about it as boys for an hour, and then they leave. And for all we know, Jalen Brunson might record a pod and go back to the gym and get his 500 makes in. We don't know. Like, I feel like it's just...
I think it's just easy. It's an easy way to, it's an easy cop-out to shit on someone that's podcasting when your team's not doing well. So,
Facts.
Paul George, easy to go in a comment
easy
section and say, get off the mic, go back to practice. Micah Parsons, when the Cowboys were in their big slump this season, before they had the big win against the Commanders, it's easy to shit on him. They're still shitting on him. They're still staying on First Take and NFL Live. You need to stop podcasting. You should take a break from the mic. Athletes can still have something outside of what they normally do, whether it's podcasting, whether it's running a small business,
I don't know
whether it's whatever.
I don't know if Luka still is, but there was a point, I think it was like maybe a couple years ago or something like that. Luka Doncic was a top 500 tank in Overwatch. Do you know how much you have to play a game to get to that level? Like, he probably had thousands of hours on Overwatch. Like, but it's just not public. He's not streaming him playing. Like, bro, not all these players, so many of these players golf. You feel me?
Tyreek Hill was streaming Fortnite. Anybody going to get on him? I don't understand.
You don't think, like, and I'm not saying, I forget what Austin Reeves said. I think he was on someone's golf channel, and they asked him if he plays during the season, and he was like, I think he said, like, not as much, but he still gets in the range and still goes to the sim. Bro, you want to get a good golf session, and it might take you an hour or two. Bro, that's not take away from nothing. If anything, it's probably helping take your mind off of shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know what this mindset comes that you got to be all basketball all the time. But, like, bro, MJ was golfing before games. I already said it before on the show. Like, what the fuck? You want to tell him to go back to the firm or go back to treatment? Like, I just think it's just like some old head mindset that we got to get past, bro. Let these guys have hobbies, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro, at all. I feel like it's nothing wrong with it at all.
There's a comment underneath this post of this video from Perkins from NBA Central. There's a comment underneath that says he's speaking facts. They're 0-7 against the top 3 teams in the league.
Nah.
Okay.
Shout out to you, Aiden. You my guy, Sixers fan. Fellow, like, he really be pushing Embiid shit on his page. If you go to his page, it's probably all Embiid highlights. That's my guy. But I don't understand. So, Aiden, I want to ask you, what is that extra hour a week gonna do to help them beat the Celtics, Cavs, Grizzlies, Rocks? Like, what is that gonna do? What is that gonna do, bro? An extra hour of film? Like, what is that really? We still gotta go out there and play, bro. Like, how much film do you guys want? Bro, they be locked in. I'm fully sure there's a podcast clip of Tibbs calling Brunson on the podcast.
I was about to say that like, he literally called them and he's like, "Oh, we're recording right now," and he's like, "I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it." And it's like, jokes. They're having a good time.
Yeah, it's corny to me. I think hating on people doing podcasts and shit is corny to me. Like, I'm not gonna say like it's a little far fetched, but like, it's giving me weird vibes. It's giving me kind of shut up and dribble vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's not, no one's really saying it, but it gives me shut up and dribble vibes. It's like, bro, what? Like,
we can still have our podcasts after practice or I mean,
even after, bro, Draymond was hopping on that bitch after the game.
That's a great point.
And he was winning chips. Like, what the fuck is the problem, bro? I don't know, man. I got no problem with it. It's funny thing. I don't even really watch any player podcast. I really don't. I don't watch Jalen Brunson John. I don't watch New Heights. I watch Draymond maybe after a game where I want to hear what he has to say. But not really, bro. Like, I feel like it's just the fans, the people on their team. The only player podcast I watched was Pat Bev when he was on the Sixers. And I loved it, bro, because he would talk about certain shit in the locker room and all that, bro. It's cool, bro. I feel like to a point, I don't know how much Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart talk about the team, but they had campaign on there. They was talking about Hartenstein, like, back in the day when he was saying he was black and shit. Like, I feel like that's things, if you're a fan of the team, it helps you get more connected to the team.
Absolutely.
Which I feel like we need more of that content in a day and age where people are just shitting on the players, shitting on them for having podcasts, shitting on fucking... I just seen a text when I was taking a piss. My man sent me a text in the group chat that Stephen A was on First Take calling Steph's 56 piece a fluke. So why wouldn't these players want to get on podcasts and actually push their own agenda if that's how they even talked about on the screen?
Yeah, that's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like more players might need to do podcasts, just like get their own shit out there, bro. Like,
another NFL, podcast that we left out too is the St. Browns. I mean,
great podcast. I don't watch it, but the clips I see of their podcast, I enjoy seeing them.
So there's plenty of examples of multiple sports.
And was the St. Brown podcast going to stop them from getting injured? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I still think the Eagles would have beat the Lions. That's just my personal opinion as an Eagles fan. But if the Lions was fully healthy, even I said it, probably was they NFC to lose. Like, you know what I'm saying? At home,
home
field
was
advantage.
Literally out there recording the Monday after the game.
Wasn't no problem.
Wouldn't you want to hear directly from him?
Loved it, bro.
It's way different than a conversation with the reporters after the game.
100%.
That's all PR trained, yada yada. Now you get to hear the real, authentic thought on how we just got upset in our own building to the Commanders.
Bro, I think that shit is fire, man. Maybe we biased, you know what I'm saying? But I think that shit is fire, man. I want these guys to keep doing it.
But I think that's a great point too about pushing the agenda. I didn't really think about it like that. Where
you control the narrative.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's like the best place to be as a player. Especially, bro, listen how these motherfuckers is talking about them as former basketball players. And I know they love basketball. Like, Perk probably loves basketball more than I do. You know what I'm saying? I love hoop, bro. But I don't understand how you get to a point where you talking about the game, how they talk about the game. It's weird to me, bro. It's so weird to me.
Okay, over to non-sports content here, but just thought this was hilarious. So we're in our in our stages of reacting to funny shit. Let's go to this frat guy that is getting a boatload of views all over TikTok and Twitter. Just vibing. Just vibing. Everybody hates him because he thinks like he's
I fucking Brody in the back with the shades on too. He's chilling.
Bro, look at the first comment. It says, the first comment, God forbid a white boy catch a vibe.
Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm probably, if I'm pulling up to that party, I might pull up the cuz first. Like, what's up, bro?
He obviously must know what's going on.
Bro, dap him up. Like, what's the vibe, bro? Like, put me on. Like, bro, I would have, if I was 18 again, freshman year, pull up to a party, bro, I'm probably dapping him up first. Look, he vibing, bro.
Look at that. The back-to-back comments here. So a bro can't catch a vibe anymore? God forbid somebody enjoys themselves.
You know what I'm saying, bro? He probably had a midterm. He probably passed that bitch, bro.
I absolutely love it.
He probably had a paper due the night before he tried to let loose.
Bro, everybody that either went to college or was at a college party has absolutely experienced this. Been that guy. I know for a fact I was at. I was at that one moment in time. I was that guy.
I know your ass was definitely that guy. I know your ass was definitely him, bro.
Oh my god!
Shout out to Brody, bro. Keep vibing, man.
Yeah, keep vibing, man. I mean, that's just unbelievable that you get hate for having fun at a party. Okay, over to the ice. I have officially found my Stanley Cup Future, and it is locked. I am locking it in now on social media. My Stanley Cup Future, my winner of the Stanley Cup, is none other than the Tampa Bay Lightning at plus 1,700.
Really?
Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay,
they cooked our blackjack parlay.
They did. Let's remember, okay? So they're down here, Stanley Cup winner, plus 1,700. Let's not forget that this team is so familiar with making deep runs, with getting to the Stanley Cup. 2020, win. 2021, win. 2022, lost. That's 3 straight years they went to a cup final. You also have a top 5 goalie in Andrei Vasilevsky.
Shoo.
And also, let's put some respect on Nikita Kucherov.
Bro, that's still my
Braden Point's also snapping as well.
Braden Point's over there.
And also, you want to talk about the head coach, John Cooper. We just listed that he won
Yeah, I didn't
with
know
Tampa
John
Bay.
Cooper was Canadian.
That was Team Canada.
Yeah.
So he just realized what it's like to win in tough environments on a big stage. One of the biggest probably we've seen in, like everyone's talking about, 10 years for international hockey.
Since TJ Oshie.
This is one of those teams where they get in, they make a deep run, and it's not one of those favorites.
Everyone's like, how the fuck did I not see this coming?
It's not the the Jets are going to be a good favorite, plus that a fan favorite that people like, plus
Look at
1100.
the Capitals now.
Capitals plus 1100.
And you said you would take him at plus 2K.
I would. But
that
now
was months ago.
Avalanche at plus 1200. Like, this is not the top 6 favorite where you got Edmonton at plus 650, Carolina at plus 700, Panthers at plus 850, Stars at plus 950. We're nowhere near that. We're way down the list to the Tampa Bay Lightning at plus 1700. This is a team that you want to pay a lot more attention to down this, second half of the season stretch. Pay attention to the Tampa Bay Lightning plus 1700. That's my future to win the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah, that's a solid John.
I am very, very happy for to be rooting for them. And obviously, I'm a Rangers fan, but that it's just not going to happen. So, you got to make a good pick.
That's
to
good self-awareness.
Kind of lock something in. And it's fun when you can lock something in, months in advance, and you can just kind of sweat it out.
That was beautiful.
Just pay attention.
Beautiful, bro.
I think that's one of my favorite things about betting. When you really feel good about a future, not a biased future, like last year it was like, yeah, I'm 100% locking in Yankees. I didn't know they were going to go that far, but yeah, I'm locking in the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
This one's like not my team at all. Liking what I'm seeing. You need good goaltending in the playoffs. They certainly have that.
Veterans.
A bunch of veterans on there. Let's talk about Victor Hedman.
Mm-hmm.
And they're plus 1700. So I think that's great value there too.
Ice.
On the ice. So give me a 7-game series. I want that Tampa Bay Lightning.
I like that.
Okay.
Dive into this NBA slate.
Yeah. Or do you want to do NBA and then go MLB? You want to do MLB first?
Yeah, MLB last.
All right. So there is a good slate for the NBA. NBA Friday. Let's start with the Pistons, who are scorching hot.
Bro, so this game is hella interesting to me. Because when the Pistons last game they played the Celtics, they were plus 4.5. That line was fishy. I ended up taking the Pistons because how fishy the line was. And I think that was their 8th straight win. So they're going for 9 now, I believe it is. And is this a situation where are you scared to take the Pistons? Does it feel trappy now? Like, the Nuggets did play last night. Had a tough game versus the Bucks. Took them to the brink. I'm pretty sure the Nuggets have won 4 of the last 5 matchups. So a little bit of a revenge spot. Public's probably on, like, the percentage of bets is on the Nuggets. Something tells me to back the Pistons here, but I think I'm going to just stay away because I feel like it's just scary, bro. I feel like this is a point where the Nuggets can come in and just end a little happy streak for them. Even them being off a back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I really love the Pistons tonight.
I mean, I seriously think this is just a 50-50 flip a fucking coin.
Yeah. I just feel like you got a huge win versus the Celtics upset. I don't know, man. I think I'm scared of the Pistons tonight.
And you do have the Nuggets, who are plus money. It's plus 108 on FanDuel.
I'll never take a team off a back-to-back, but I just wanted to go over that real quick because I think I'm scared of the Pistons tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, shockingly demolished the Celtics when everybody said they were going to cut the streak.
Mm-hmm.
And the complete opposite. I mean, the most far-fetched thing that would have happened was a blowout.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, value-wise, I would look at the Nuggets, but this is Detroit basketball right now. Like,
bruh,
we're so back.
I don't think you want to fade them right now.
You know,
bruh.
like, this is reminding me a little bit like Dan Campbell after the first year with the Lions.
No cap. Good comparison.
First, football team turns it around. The fans completely flip the switch. We're all back to bought in.
We're not at the top yet, but we can smell it. Yeah, I could get with that.
Pistons,
We like one piece away, a couple pieces away. Yeah, I could smell that.
it's working out for the Pistons. You flip the whole fan base, and now I'm sure that there's a bunch of those crazy Lions fans that are now attending these Pistons games.
Bro, I'm shouting my Uncle Mikey. I know he'd be in attendance, bro.
NBA Friday, another game on the slate. The Cavs
Banger.
in Boston.
Banger.
This is a huge game for the Boston Celtics.
So I wanted to ask you about a specific prop. Donovan Mitchell's line is 28.5 versus points, right? I had his last 10 matchups versus Celtics. Give me a second. In his last 10 matchups versus Celtics, he's averaging 34. He's never had less than 29. Wow. I see 240 pieces, 235 pieces. Boston off a tough loss, though. Would you be looking to back Don in this spot? He hit his last 10 times versus Celtics. His last 10 times he's hit this line. Are you buying Donovan Mitchell tonight, or are you selling it?
10 in a row?
10 in a row, bro. 10 in a row versus Celtics. That wasn't. I was not expecting that when I saw that. 10 in a row on a line that's 28.5.
I'm probably gonna buy it.
Yeah, I think I could take that tonight.
I think I could take that tonight.
I feel like the Cavs have something to prove too. I think they won the last matchup, if I'm not mistaken now. But I feel like the Cavs still have something to prove, and Don's one of them players, bro. He can go for that 30 whenever. It doesn't, and he can have a shitty first half. Let me see. Cleveland won the last matchup. Boston won the last matchup, and Boston's won 4 of the last 5.
Good spot too.
Yeah,
good spot too.
Almost makes me want to take the Cavs, but off that disappointing loss to the Pistons coming back home, I think the Celtics could win this game. But Donovan Mitchell, intriguing prop. I think I might be on him tonight.
I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm trying to get off spreads and money lines for NBA and just do a little bit more props.
Yeah. I could never, but yeah. Props, you gotta get into props. Can you go to show more? Do we have Ty Jerome props?
No.
We don't have Ty Jerome props. Can you do something a little sidetrack, because I hate to go back into this again, but can you go back to the most improved player odds, because something happened after I talked about it that actually makes me want to throw up in my fucking mouth.
Okay.
Do you remember what Cade's odds were the last time we talked about this?
I forget. What
were
they?
-1 something.
Minus.
He's jumped to -220. So I'm posing the question again. What makes him more deserving of most improved, more than Norman Powell, which I like to see him in second? But another name, Ty fucking Jerome. Went from, I think he played like, I don't know the exact number, but the minutes he played last year compared to this year, the jump is insane. And he's a huge piece for them. A huge piece for them off the bench. Norman Powell, along with James Harden, kept the Clippers afloat all season. Compared to Cade Cunningham, #1 overall pick, making a jump that, I'm not going to say, saying that we expect them to make this jump is a little unfair, but making a jump out of #1 pick that you aren't surprised to see them do. I want to see Cade slide in more in the MVP odds, not in the top whatever. But can we talk about Cade for MVP? Can we talk about Cade for All NBA as the best point guard in the East? Not most improved. I feel like we need to keep most improved on them underrated players that you don't talk about a lot. I feel like that helps the game more than giving Cade most improved. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I love Cade. I was pushing Cade on this podcast last year before that. I love Cade. I just don't think we need to be giving #1 picks most improved, bro. And then the fact that his odds is moving up, it's crazy to me.
I just would like to know what his odds would have been preseason for this, because I wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What was it? You said it on the last show. Last year he was averaging
23-7.
Right.
And this year it's I think it's 25-9, 26-9. Come on, bro. I love Cade, man. Like I said, I think he's the best point guard in the East, stamped.
25-9-6.
Most improved, though? We need to give that to guys like Ty Jerome, Norman Powell. Dyson Daniels in there that's in most improved. I see Mobley in there. I wouldn't be mad giving it to Mobley either. I don't think it's a Cade Cunningham award, though, man. I sound like a hater, and I love Cade. Like I said, I think he's the best point guard in the East, stamped. Trae Young, I think it's Cade right now, though. I don't think he should be most improved, bro.
I don't think it's, maybe this is, again, a hater, but I don't think it's fair to have him as most improved.
I just think it's a little weird.
It also just makes me think, like, the same thing that I said, again, last show. Are they basing it off what the Pistons were last year and how shitty they were?
Yeah, I feel like that has to do with it a little bit.
But, like, again, most improved player.
Exactly.
Not most improved team.
And, like, I just think, like, can we just, like, let's leave Kate out the most improved talks. Let's put him in All-NBA talks and MVP talks. He's not going to win MVP over some of these guys, but let's put him in those talks more so than most improved. That's kind of my point, man. But shout out to you, Kate. We still fuck with you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
You taking them boys tonight?
I am taking the Knicks.
Are you? 0-7 versus top teams. You
They
taking
beat
them?
these guys, though, and
They
they've
did beat
shown
these
that they
guys.
can beat these guys. That's the Memphis
That was
Grizzlies.
at home, though.
That is true. That was
We
at
know
home.
about the Knicks' struggles on the road.
Knicks are 4-point dogs in Memphis, plus 146 on the money line. Cat is a game-time decision.
That's a big piece because Jaren Jackson's been going off, bro.
Hart is game-time decision. You are pretty much assuming that Josh Hart is going to play.
Ooh, the Knicks won the last 3 matchups.
I mean,
Grizzlies are at home. So here's an interesting against the spread stat. This in the last 27, pretty sure it's probably just the season. The Knicks are 13-14 against the spread away. The Grizzlies are 17-10-1 against the spread at home, and they're 24-13-2 as a favorite. The Knicks are 2-6 against the spread as a dog. Does that scare you at all or no?
absolutely, but because I'm biased, I'm still gonna take
the
them.
Knicks.
And they need it too.
Brunson been hooping, bro, and then you seen Perk called him out. So is it a night for Brunson props? Brunson just gave the Sixers work. 9-0 run by himself in the fourth quarter. Gave us some work.
Shout out Mikal Bridges at the beginning
and
of that game.
He gave us work too.
19 in the first quarter.
Hell yeah. Could it be a Brunson prop night? He's one of them guys sometimes I can't trust.
I know. I'm scared. I try to stay away from Brunson props. Over 27.5 is minus 108 for Jalen Brunson. You have Bridges point line at 17.5. And then Cat's listed at 24.5. He did not play in that Sixers game. I don't necessarily think that was really because of the lower body injury that he's dealing with.
Yeah.
I think it was more like you're playing the Sixers who are not playing anybody.
Yeah.
I think it's a waste of time for you to go out there and potentially keep re-aggravating or continue aggravating what you're dealing with. So he didn't play. I did actually have him in a lay that night.
Damn.
That voided, which was fine. But then it just paved the way for, Mikal Bridges to do his thing. You had their first draft pick, Ariel Hukporti, get in the starting lineup, who then tore his meniscus and is now out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Fuck.
So there's like a little bit of that going on. But this is a game they got to win. 4-point spread.
Here's a name I'm looking out for in this game. So remember we were talking about last pod? You were saying Cat and Jalen Brunson bottom 5
and defense
for their positions. Jaren Jackson has been fucking hooping. In this matchup, Jaren Jackson speaking to me. His line should be like 22.5. Jaren Jackson is speaking to me in this matchup, man. I think I might have to rip him tonight. I think it could be a Jaren Jackson night, especially if Cat plays. It sounds crazy, like especially if Cat plays. Like I think I might be pulling Jaren Jackson, bro. But this match is gonna be crazy. I think I'm gonna end up taking the Grizzlies, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Not a televised game, by the way.
Should be. That's insane. That's insane to me. But I think I'm gonna take the Grizzlies here. They've lost three straight to the Knicks. The Knicks obviously struggle way more on the road. The Grizzlies are way better at the crib. I think Grizzlies first half is a good look because Taylor Jenkins loves load up in the first half of games. I think Grizzlies first half full game. I think that might be my pick of the day on a low key, bro. I think they may put a statement out tonight.
Like first half money line you're talking about?
Yeah, first half money line, first half spread, and full game. I think I kind of like that.
Yeah, I just got to biasly rock with them. Got to try to silence a little bit more of these haters that continue to say the facts. I mean, facts are true. That they're 0-7 against the Thunder and the Cavs and the Celtics. So I get it. But you have shown that you can beat these guys and got to try to silence the haters by winning this game. And then the funny part is, if they do win this game, it'll be like, okay, well, good job. You beat the Grizzlies, but you still can't beat the Cavs. You still can't beat the Celtics. You still can't beat the Thunder. So the hate's still going to be there. It's fine. I still don't think that they can beat the Celtics in a 7-game series, and that's fine. But you got to try to find a way to silence the haters, and they're hearing the noise. It's absolutely, they are absolutely hearing the noise, because whenever it's like an easy cop out. Whenever there is something good said about the Knicks, the easiest comeback, it's like the dumbest argument ever. Oh, well, here's my comeback. Well, they're 0-7, so you can shut your mouth about the Knicks now. It's just the easiest argument, but I get it. I mean, the facts are the facts. So, got to win this one. Plus 146 on the money line. I like the value a lot. I think maybe if they did beat the Celtics or one of the two, Celtics or the Cavs last weekend, that maybe this would have been a 2-point spread. Maybe this would have been a pick'em. But you give me the Knicks at plus money, plus 146, I'm buying.
Something I forgot to highlight because we were talking about Steph Curry's game. Bro, who got rich off of quitting post last night? Motherfucker dropped 25 points. I didn't even see his line. I don't know if they were offering it.
They probably did.
But, bro, I'm seeing this motherfucker splash 3 after 3 after 3 in the game last night. And all I'm thinking to myself is somebody is getting rich off of quitting post props. If that's you, bro, shout out to you, man. And let me know how you come into that conclusion that quitting post was about to drop 25, bro.
What was your lab work?
Because y'all, was that toilet lab work? Was that off a couple brewskis? Was that a cart rip lab? Like, I don't know. But quitting post, shout out to you, man. Keep hooping. We might have to start looking at your props, dog.
All right, let's get into just briefly on some MLB stuff as we're getting closer and closer to the season. You know what's crazy? I have never done this. I mean, normally because I'm at spring training. Mm-hmm. You can really fucking bet on these games.
Yes, you can.
That is insane.
I would never do that.
I would never do that.
Yeah, I would never do
that. That is insane.
Yeah, I would never do that.
You know what's crazy, too, is...
And you like the fact they have these lines up.
You can tie, though, too.
Yeah, you can.
So, like, what does that do?
Push. The Phillies tied last game versus the Rays, 7-7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just push, I guess. It's lame as fuck. But people are really betting this shit, bro. They got over-unders and shit. They probably don't got props, but like, yo.
Yeah, I would never do that. But over to the awards tab.
Yo, this was interesting to me. You feel a way about this?
Bobby Witt plus 270 to win the AL MVP. That is the leader. And Aaron Judge, the winner last year.
Now, I remember gassing Bobby Witt last year a good bit. He was one of my favorite players to watch last year. Favorite over Aaron Judge, unanimous?
Well, it was one of those things that was last year, like, phenomenal season from Bobby Witt. You just weren't going to beat Judge.
Nah.
But that's not to take away the season that he had. So I think it is very close. It's plus 270 to plus 300. But maybe the books are saying most of those Bobby Witt bettors from last year are going to bet him again.
Probably.
And then you just hope that there's a little bit of regression from Aaron Judge without Soto.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you think that's going to happen, though? I mean, we've seen Judge do this without Soto.
Yeah. And I think now you put him in an even better spot.
Bro, sorry to sidetrack, but his line for home runs this year is 47.5.
And I'm taking it.
That's something you're going to take? I'm about to say, because he got a track record, bro. Yeah, I was interested in that. I mean, shout out to Bobby Witt. I'm happy you getting the recognition you deserve, bro, because you definitely are a hooper. But I thought that was interesting that they had him higher than Aaron Judge.
I also think it's funny to see Ohtani as the NL MVP leader at plus 145, and then there is Mr. Juan Soto at plus 550.
Home running his first at bat, spring training.
You knew that was going to be talked about, and
that
one of the first clips. Great marketing from the MLB, by the way, because that was clipped out and posted
everywhere
the second they could. And you know what's funny? The other thing that pissed me off, they had the Mets fans have the oh my god thing, the OMG thing. Now they have the fucking signs that are like Soto MG. SOTOMG.
That's kind of fire, but fuck the Mets.
Like, come on,
that's
man.
That's kind of fire, but
my God, bro.
Yo, on this tab, I saw something too. Jason Dominguez was the leader for Rookie of the Year. Now he's playing left field, not his natural position, but he's a ball player. Pretty sure he had a couple blunders in spring training.
Yeah, he's struggling in left field.
Do you think he will still be able to have a Rookie of the Year caliber season with the position change? Or does it scare you a little bit?
It scares me a little bit, but the bat is insane and has been insane. His first MLB at-bat was against Justin Verlander and the Astros, and he cracked that shit over the fucking wall at Minute Maid Park. So if that doesn't say enough of the potential and the skill that this guy has, it's a great bat to have. And the outfield is promising. You got a young rookie like Dominguez, Cody Bellinger in center, and then you put Judge back in his natural position in right field. So I'm liking the outfield right now. Eager to see. They have their number 2 prospect, Spencer Jones, which he potentially could get the call up next year. I don't know what the deal is going to be with Cody Bellinger, but you think about it, with Judge getting up there, 31.
Fuck yeah.
Outfield is in good hands right now. Spencer Jones coming up, 22 years old. Dominguez up there, 23 years old. I mean, this is like one of those things. Happy to see that the outfield will be in good hands. But yes, Jason Dominguez plus 300. The one thing that I was pissed off last year about missing was Luis Gil when he got his rookie of the year. I remember seeing him at like plus 1,800, plus 2,200, and I'm like, I should take it. Just didn't take it. Ends up having a fantastic end of the season and then getting that award there. So that'll be something to look at as well. And then obviously these win totals.
Bro, no, this actually kind of go to the 100 win. Go to 100. No, just go to 100. Go to 100, please. You're on 100?
Yep.
Bro, are these odds not insane? Mind you, no team won 100 games last year. And then I went back to years prior. I think 2023 there was like 2 or 3 teams that won 100 games. I think 2022 might have been a down year. Maybe we might have seen 1 team win 100 games. 2022, I think it was like 3 teams won 100 games. Look at these odds. 320, 290, 250, and then minus 345 to win 100 baseball games.
That's insane, dude.
That's unbettable.
Yeah.
Like, what? Can you parlay it? I feel like parlaying might make it even a little bit bettable, but like, bro, that's insane.
Yeah, you can parlay them.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I can't take that. Do Yankees and Phillies or something. Can I at least get a plus 1,000? I don't even think that's worth the sweat,
It's
bro.
not worth it.
I don't think that's worth the sweat. That's insane. I think that should be at least like plus 5. Like, bro, that's not easy to do. And then in the years we've seen teams win 100 games, there's only been like 2 or 3 teams that win 100 games. That's insane.
And then you have 90 regular season games, which most of these teams on this list did.
Win 90, yep. Mid-90s, high 90s, yep.
Braves minus 255, Yankees minus 230, Phillies minus 184.
Bro, especially in how hard the NL East is about to be, I wouldn't be surprised if none of these teams win 100 games. You might see one win 100, but I think it might be another 98, 97 year. That's insane, bro. That makes it shit. Like, what are the team totals for these teams?
Yeah.
What's the Braves team total? Go back up. The Braves team total is probably, 90-something?
93.5.
That's insane, bro.
And then Dodgers, let's see what that is.
Yeah, bro. Okay.
104.5 for the Dodgers to win.
Okay, bro.
Over 104.5 games. What's the Mets total? 90.5.
That's somewhat bettable.
Yankees are 92.5.
That's somewhat bettable.
Phillies are 90.5.
That's bettable.
Dude, I would like to do a Phillies Yankees. Of course you can't fucking parlay that. Oh my.
But that would actually be a decent parlay.
Yankees over 92.5 wins and Phillies over 90.5 wins.
That's doable.
I like both of those. And again, just a full season sweat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though, but like again, if I'm sweating the whole season,
I need bigger odds, bro.
Absolutely.
Like,
I mean, that's minus 120 for the Yankees to get 93 wins.
Like, I feel like betting your team to win 100 games would be a nice sweat if you could get like plus 500 minimum, bro. Still wouldn't be that good, but like minimum, bro, I would need that. Look at Ellie De La Cruz stolen bases.
That's exactly where I was going. 53.5 stolen bases.
Yo.
Dude, like, I would like to know, like, where is he in NL MVP? It's plus 2,500. It's not possible because you have Ohtani there and Mookie and Soto.
Tatis still hanging around there.
But I mean, plus 2,500.
Look at Kyle Tucker getting
I
in
know.
there.
They're calling for a big season out of Kyle Tucker in Chicago.
Any buyers on the Kyle Tucker prop? Oh no, but hey, shout out to Kyle, bro. Get in there.
And then there's your Cy Young. I just want to briefly touch on this kind of stuff here. You have your American Cy Young winners, Scooby Dooby plus 350, Garrett Crochet plus 400, and then Cole Reagans plus 1,100. And then I'm eyeing.
You know how I feel about Cole.
Yeah, I'm eyeing Reagans.
That's an auto bet guy for me.
I'm eyeing Reagans there. I may also want to eye the well-groomed,
really
bearded Garrett
back
Cole.
with the beard, Cy Young. Back with the beard.
Like,
Is that a narrative?
Let's not forget the stats that he had in Houston when he had that beard going.
Is that not a narrative?
It is an absolute narrative. And then on
one thing I was looking at in that, bro, look at Sandy's odds.
Yeah, I mean, I would. Corbin Burns in
Sale,
Arizona,
but
though.
like Sale did it. Why can't Sandy do it?
True, that's true.
We know what Sandy get like when it get like that, bro.
Blake Snell in the Dodgers uniform, not bad. I'm liking Corbin Burns in Arizona at plus 1,400.
Are you? Yeah. Yeah, new location for Corbin.
Location after he balled the fuck out in Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely some interesting. Like, I feel like with Cy Young, you gotta take a chance. Like, you can't.
You can't take a Skeens.
I feel like you can't even take Wheeler.
I don't think you can take Wheeler.
I would love to take Wheeler, but it's like it's too low. I might take a rip at Sandy, bro. Am I fried?
Plus 1,500.
I feel like it's just worth it. And if he ends up flopping and it's not the same, then
But it's also one of those things where it's like,
bro, imagine you put it in now and then Sandy's just back to what Sandy is.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like worth that kind of risk.
For a completely irrelevant team, too.
Exactly. I don't know, bro. I feel like I might take a risk on Sandy, bro.
I can't wait to dive into actually like more of these props. I'd like to do, once we get closer, I would really like to do, a player award parlay. Maybe we do some like, if it's a home run prop, strikeout prop, if we can even parlay those.
They are really, really weird with the letting you parlay shit, bro. It's actually very odd.
Like, could you do like that, Garrett Cole strikeouts, and then could you parlay that with home runs just to see? No, you can't do that.
Insane.
That's weird. I really would have liked to do that.
I don't know. You could do that for football.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't do that for.
Could you do it if you do like 40 home runs? No, you can't. So you can't parlay.
Wait, try with the
try the alternates.
Yeah.
So do like, let's say he does 50, which is crazy, but that's better value. And then you do strikeouts. Do they give you that 200? That's crazy. It's just not happening for Garrett Cole. All right, well, let's just say it's Wheeler. Okay.
So you can.
So it's the alternates. So okay, so you have to alt it.
Yeah.
But like 200, why are we starting there? That's crazy. Yeah, Garrett Cole's line's 169.5, and you're starting at 200.
Yeah. Probably to protect themselves from like skiing bettors.
Well, yeah, because Skeens is minus 215 to record 200 Ks.
They gotta protect themselves. Is Skeens gonna have a year?
Yeah, I mean he's got a new look.
You predict any sophomore slumps, or are you gonna keep it pushing?
Keep it pushing. Yeah. And I wanted to just pull this up. Lastly, they had some baseball players in a new look. They did their headshots. Let's see if I can pull it up real fast. A lot of guys changed their looks. Like Skeens has. Is it here? Yes, okay. So.
Yeah, you got the beard growing out.
So Skeens got the kind of the chin strap, I guess, there. No more rocking the muzzy. Look at this out of Bo Bichette.
Yo.
Doesn't even look like the same guy.
Yo.
Dare I say that it looks like he put on a little weight.
A little bit. Maybe get a little bit of power in that bat now, more powery, or he already had the power. Maybe a little bit more, don't hurt.
But, I mean, come on, man. The Bo Bichette flow was amazing.
That shit was legendary.
Dylan Cease, what are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, you need to get a cut, bro. You got to get a cut.
Went from muzzy to complete caveman.
Yeah, he got to get a cut, bro.
And then the airbender, Devin Williams.
Yeah.
Losing the beard for the first time.
He's going to grow it back, though. I feel he's going to grow it back.
And how about little Gleyber Torres? Rocking the beard in Detroit. Gleyber Torres. I respect it.
He couldn't wait to get out of New York.
Absolutely. I respect it. And then Cody Bellinger looks like he aged 10 years. I mean, come on.
Looks so young. He's going to grow it back out, though.
Gurriel didn't change that much, just the hair color.
Fucking hilarious.
Crazy. Man. Just the hair color.
Professional hitter right there.
And Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yo.
Looking like a pimp.
I like it.
Love it. With the blue stars there.
Real Slim Shady.
Big change from Vlad as well.
They talking shit on you, Vlad. How we gonna respond, Vlad?
Maybe he will turn to the Yankees eventually. He did like a post about that, saying maybe eventually he will be a Yankees first baseman. Again, Paul Goldschmidt, it's only this 1 year stint, so who knows after that. And then the last one we'll look at here is Sean Manaea.
Sean.
Completely cut
the flow was you had the Palomalo going on. We knew you for that, bro. Back in Oakland, all that. We knew you for that, Sean. But I fuck with it though. Nice little cut. Hell no. What the fuck, boy?
Yeah, so that was just one of those.
Who the fuck, boy? You need to cut
Justin Steele.
Bro, you one of them ones. I can't even recognize them. Nah, you gotta cut your hair, Justin. You look crazy, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, so these were spring training headshots from last year to this year. We did remember Manaea cut his during the middle of the year, so that wasn't too surprising. But, yeah, just had to take a look at these headshots because it is funny to look at new faces, new places type of, I guess trying to switch the mojo with Bo Bichette. This is crazy.
That's fire.
Ah, man. I mean, I can't even. He's unrecognizable.
Whole different person.
Unrecognizable. All right, that's the program. Finally getting into some baseball talk. If you did watch this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you guys are like watching baseball games, going down to spring training, please fucking enjoy it, man.
Facts.
It's hard. It was really hard to get tickets this year, so hope you're down there enjoying that. And again, baseball is right around the corner. We are about a month away, so getting very, very excited for that. And I should say more like 6 weeks away, but getting very excited for that. And obviously with the Combine this weekend, more talks about the draft, more mock drafts coming out. We'll be excited to kind of break down some mock drafts, see what the experts are saying, Mel Kiper, Field Yates, Todd McShay, as we get there. If you did listen to this on Apple Podcasts and Spotify listeners, we appreciate the hell out of you. Give us those ratings. They mean a lot. And we will see you post-weekend. Hit your bets this weekend. Hit your bets tonight on Friday. And we'll discuss it all on Monday. All day bets. Alex Jacobs, Manny Ruffin. Hit your bets this weekend. We'll see you soon.